Namaste, gamers.
I knew Damn it, you stole my intro.
So that's just a little callback. Mikey just saw a video from when I was 14 years old. And I don't know
Thank
why.
you to Sam for that.
Yeah. Today, guys, instead of our typical hour-long arguments, we're going to run through. He's got to go to a G League game. I got a paper, a manuscript I got to write. And with that being said, we're going to just talk on who our top 3 players are, who's his. Then we're going to talk about what the lottery looks like, what the rest of the first round looks like, and just give you guys a quick rundown on the current status of the NBA draft. Mikey V right here, links in the description if you want to check out his work. Tell the people what you're up to, or what we're up to, or what your thoughts are.
Watching a lot of basketball lately, so yeah, it's perfect. Yeah, and been an amazing freshman class, and I think a little bit more of the draft is coming into focus, and some players that Cyro and I didn't have like in our mock draft preseason, probably a little bit either higher up the board if we did have them, or just a lot more solidified.
100%. And I think definitely when you look at the first round, I think there's plenty of guys that I didn't expect maybe climbing this far, or, I think Christian Anderson, Fleming, all those guys we talked about, I talked about in my writing, we've talked about, and if you guys have been reading other mock drafts that have come out, they've been guys who've been climbing up the boards. Hans Steinbach, I think, leads the nation in rebounding.
It's got to be close. I think it's still Duke Brennan, throwback there, but
yeah, I think you're right.
Yeah, I actually have the first ever time I went to Pangos All-American Camp, I got a really good live photo of Jalen Darryn on a putback dunk, and you see Duke Brennan about to check into the game, and his face like just being like, and, yeah. But yeah, he's doing some big things at Villanova and been around college for a little while. But yeah, Hans certainly up there. But yeah, let's get into this top 3, because I think it's still the same for me. But yeah, Cyro, what are your feelings?
Me, and this is even besides me being an alumni of the University of Kansas. It's Darryn Peterson still for me, number 1.
Yeah,
Cam Boozer
just came back.
Yeah, just came back,
which is great. Yeah. Hammies are tough. So yeah, he missed some time. He missed a couple big games that we were hoping he would be in. But yeah, Cyro and I were watching him against Missouri right before this, and he looked good. So yeah, pretty impressed with him. Just his control of the game, how smooth he is, off ball, on ball. And then his ability to make an impact on both sides, and like even with AJ's like scoring talent, and Cam just making an impact in so many different ways, I just think Darren's two-way impact and then ability to kind of run an offense himself is the reason why he's at the top of the board.
Yeah, 100%. And I just think, first off, the kid's still 18. The other thing is the fact that this is someone that can play arguably 3 positions, and there's just so many ways you could develop him. I just think that the avenues of how he could fit on so many different teams is what also makes him so much, like, not saying that Cam and AJ can't do that. It's just like AJ.
Yeah, they're both pretty scalable, but Darryn is more scalable.
Yeah, and I feel like just ubiquitous in how he could fit with just any. You could already have your cornerstones and just be like, Peterson's he can figure it out. While like, no, I'm not saying anything against AJ or Cam. You would like to have certain personnel or bring in certain personnels around them to elevate them. While I think Peterson would just elevate around anybody.
Yeah, he just has so much control, and yeah, I just think it's going to get better and better as he comes back from this injury. But he already was looking good, and yeah, there hasn't really been anything, even with the time he's missed, that kind of changes our opinion there, I would say.
Now, let's real quickly go with this. I'm Cam, still number 2. I think Boozer's just the type of player that he is at the positions he's at, and the way he can see the floor, especially as a passer and as a playmaker, not just for himself, but as others, is what has him above for me. And people like to build through the power forward position, and he's a 4 combo big who can moonlight at the 5. And I think that's what you want in today's NBA. And while AJ's, I think he's the guy that I see sometimes like Andrew Wiggins, not Andrew Wiggins, but like kind of like more like this like he's the guy that I see Cam and Darren being guys who could potentially be the best players on a team, while I think AJ's the Robin to a Batman.
Yeah, it's certainly possible, but I'm with you on Cam. I think Cam. There's really just hasn't been anything. A lot of people were worried after his first 2 games against high major opponents, where he kind of struggled shooting, but he impacted the game in so many other ways. I like his passing zero. He's just so on the money, and like in so many different. He's a great outlet passer, but like his decision making when he gets double teamed or is in trouble, it's so great. Like you even saw it yesterday against Michigan State, where he makes that fantastic read to Caleb Foster that wins them the game. Yeah, like time after time makes winning plays, trusts his teammates, and his last 3 games against high major opponents: 35 against Arkansas, 29 against Florida, and then yesterday had the 2 points in the first half, 16 in the second half, 15 rebounds, 5 assists. Got, I think, 3 stocks on the game as well. Had foul issues and still managed to make a big impact on the game and really turn it around. And that was like a tough road environment as well, with like experienced bigs. So yeah, I know that there was basically something put out recently where they called Cam, in not so many words, a bum slayer. And I very much disagree with that, because he's held his own against everybody else. And I just think he impacts the game in so many different ways. But yeah, what were you going to say, sir?
So I thought you saying bum slayer this is what, like, look, I think just from an IQ and feel standpoint, this is what the reason why I have Cam and Darren above AJ is.
Yeah.
It is the ability to see the play before it happens. Anyone
Mm-hmm.
who's played a sport or even played chess, my dad always taught me when we'd play chess, and what he would tell me when we were playing was like my weakness was that I would get too hungry for pieces, and like I wouldn't try to see what he was going to do. And I felt like always the best players in any sport or any task knew what you were going to do next, or knew what was to do, like knew already what was going to happen. And you see that with Cam and with Darren. And with AJ, if we're gonna call someone a bum slayer, it's kind of been AJ. The Miami game, as someone who's currently at Miami, I saw that was a game that I was watching already just to watch just because they've been playing really well, and I watched. You shouldn't be. You should be taking. Like, I'm not saying UM's better than what people were saying, but like that was a game that he shouldn't be shooting 40% below the field, and the way he struggled to like get inside against us. Same thing against Wisconsin. He had a game against Connecticut that was well.
Yeah, his UConn game was in the first half really slow too. Fantastic in the second half.
Great, but I also think that's kind of Kevin Young making that adjustment for AJ a little bit more than AJ in a way fully. And then you have him beat up Dayton and CBU this past California Baptist.
Yeah, you want them to get a little bit more meat on the schedule, but yeah, like he's going to play in the Big 12, like that'll definitely come. His shot making is fantastic. His combination of size, like I do
get the IQ feel thing that I
I think the 2 players we have listed above him do have more feel and make more of an impact. But like his talent is immense, and I wouldn't be surprised if he does actually go higher than possibly Cam. But yeah, but I kind of call him Strong Wiggins, which is like, so basically, yeah, like he's not necessarily as explosive, but he's bigger and stronger and is a better shot maker. And
I think he's a better motor than Wiggins.
But what I do kind of wonder is like, Strong Wiggins would be a pretty fucking awesome prospect. Like that's the thing with him. And my other thing with these 3 is I think they're all like potential like I'd be surprised if they don't make multiple All-Star games.
Of course.
And like I still have AJ Dybantsa being that level of player.
I agree.
And then like possible all NBA guys as well. So yeah, like these are guys who are going to be, in Cyro's words, franchise cornerstones. And yeah, I think they're all like super talented players, but I still think that's like the tier with those three, maybe even Darryn a tier above, but like yeah, they're all really really great prospects who, and in any given year, like most of the, you'd be happy with one of those guys going number one.
I agree. And the way I would put it is that, like, I see Darryn, that guy's going to be an all NBA player one day. I see Cam is a lock to be an all-star. I think he could be an all NBA guy, like has like almost just as much of a lock. AJ, I see is a guy who's going to be an all-star. I don't know if that all NBA level is going to be reached, because I feel like when you're an all NBA player, you not only impact winning in a way that like you're through your production, what you're able to do, but you raise the floor. And I just don't see him, like, yeah, he's averaging almost 3 assists a night, but it doesn't, it's not the same creation that you see from a Cam or a Darryn Peterson that like you always put it like this, when you see a quarterback, those the Tom Brady's and stuff, that they could have anybody around them and they elevate them, and I just don't know if AJ, and I mean, I could be wrong. I just, so far with BYU, I haven't.
I mean, the big thing with AJ is like the shot making is crazy. Like, he's such a tough guy to get a hand on, as far as that goes.
Defensively, also incredible.
Yeah. So, yeah, has a chance to be really good there, though. I think Cam, every time I've watched, he's done a pretty damn good job on defense. Like, may not be the best person in terms of like, switching on the players, everything like that, but I think his positioning, his hands, and his instincts there. And the thing when he came for Lushwab a couple years ago that my good friend Bjorn Zetterberg noted is his timing and instincts on closeouts and like his footwork, fantastic. And I've just noticed a lot of that. Not like a great rim protector, so that's probably why you would want him to be more your 4 than your 5. But I like, he's just strong enough too, where I think he'll be able to spend some time at the 5, and has certainly done that for Duke.
So,
but this is where it gets interesting, right?
Yeah.
So who is your 4 right now? Because
Man.
Are you not looking forward to this? Because I think I have an answer as of right now. You want me to give the answer?
I mean, like, I'm so torn. Like, I think I'm leaning Nate's.
I'm leaning Caleb.
Okay, I was about to say.
Yeah.
I was gonna say if it's not Nate's,
now
it was going to be Caleb. Caleb's been insane.
Do you want to know Nate's last 4 games shooting from the field against, high major programs?
Yeah, let me know, because he's still averaging 21.
12 and 47.
But he's still averaging 20s, right, on the season?
I don't think so. But I like under for sure. But yeah, he's
16.
Yeah.
Drop. Dude, Caleb Wilson's averaging 19 and 10 right now. Yeah. That guy is a freaking.
He's so bouncy too, Cyro. He's so bouncy. He's been super effective. Like the shot and ball skills and like, feel stuff, you still want to come around. But yeah, I wanted to go to Bart Torvik, which I, of course. Oh yeah.
Dude, also, by the way, he's so fast. He's
leading the nation in dunks.
I believe it, dude.
Yeah, he has 28 dunks right now.
What were we talking about earlier? Because like I compared him to Jarris Walker, and I think he's more athletic than Jarris Walker.
He's bigger. He like Jarris actually might have a longer wingspan, but like he's definitely taller than Jarris. Yeah, he's at least like 6'9" without shoes.
And Jarris is I think 6'8".
Yeah,
and like
yeah. I think like maybe even like 6'7" with shoes.
Yeah.
Like, or
I'm
without shoes.
I'm a really I don't know why I hit that. I meant to click the screen, but
Yeah,
yeah, I'm
yeah,
down.
you've
I
hit it a
just put
couple
him.
times.
I put him here, Caleb, right here. So if we went after that, who are you with me right here? I would go if it's not Nate. I'm going Kingston Flemings as my fifth.
Okay, I don't hate it. And this guy has really struggled from the field as well lately. But I still am really intrigued by Michael Brown.
I do like Michael Brown. I
Yeah,
love him.
I still would have Michael ahead of Kingston right now, but it's becoming a question. That's for
I
sure.
think Kingston's a better passer and a better natural, actual floor general. I think Michael Brown is kind of a combo guard with point guard like skills.
He's bigger.
He's
Michael
bigger.
Brown
Like
is bigger.
I think Michael Brown can play either position.
Yeah.
And we go back to the Kobe
I
White
want
thing.
Michael to finally get back to that Kentucky game.
Yeah.
Instead of the huge shooting slump. So yeah.
Do you get what I'm saying? I think Kobe, he's more in the Kobe White vein, while Kingston Fleming's more in the who would I say, like a more floor general but like with speed. I guess like we're going De'Aaron Fox mold, like you're looking at him kind of, right?
Yeah, kind of.
Like
I mean, I think Fox was also like still even faster, but
Fox.
And then Kingston finally had like his first bad game, but then followed it up with like a really solid game.
I wouldn't be mad with Michael.
I still at this point I still have Michael over Kingston, but yeah, like I think it's definitely become a conversation, and like Kingston to me is in this next group of players. Like I think he's been like, if he hasn't been Houston's best player, he's at least close, and he's their best prospect, I think.
Yeah, and I think like basically when you look on draft night, whoever goes first, if this is still how it ends up on draft night where people are debating between those two, I think it depends on how much of a floor general you need. That could be the deciding factor right there, where you're like, maybe I already have a shooting guard and you're like, that's a bigger shooting guard or something, or whatever it may be, or you're going more wing based.
Mm-hmm.
And you might feel better with a Flemings to help push your transition game and push the pace a lot more, and having a guy who's going to be I think someone could orchestrate and facilitate offense like a floor general, while in the vein of like a De'Aaron Fox, while I think Michael Brown is going back to what we talked about last time, that Kobe White type of a guard.
Yeah, I guess he is kind of more like, I don't know. I'm not even going by that, like that traditional base. There are so many different ways to run offense now, and
that is true.
Michael, I think Michael will be great playing off somebody else, but I think he can also run your offense really well. Like, and like, let's also look at the fact that Michael, when he was playing U19s this summer, was like their best player.
Yeah,
and I have a lot of confidence that he's right now he's at like 38% from the field and like 27% from three. I'm sure that's going to improve as the season progresses, but it's at least something to note, because Kingston Flemings has been just unbelievably like consistent beyond the single game that he had the 1 point, but yeah, he's started off the season really well, and you just see that speed, and it like he I think is like 6'3.5", but has like an almost even wingspan, but he's finished so well inside too, and he's shooting well, so yeah, like definitely something to monitor there in the point guard battle. But I think after Darryn Peterson, like those are the two guys you really talk about.
Yeah,
Kingston Flemings and Michael Brown.
We're gonna go popcorn and just try to finish out this top 10, and then we're gonna like talk about it after we do it. Is that cool? And we'll just
let's do it. Yeah. Do you want to do one pick, two pick, or do you want to do it together?
Let's do it together. Give me 1 second, just to take off this sweatshirt because I'm dying.
Do it.
All right, let's go. So 6, I think this is where Nate Ament would go.
Nate Ament, yeah.
And then I think Kingston Fleming would just go right after here if we're looking at.
I'm with you.
It's just how things are shaped.
Yeah. No, I like that.
Okay, now 8. This is where I think it becomes a little.
That's where things really start. Yeah.
Okay, so I will admit Koa. been a little bit more impressive than I. He's
Oh,
averaging.
he's been better than you would think. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
Now, is
he's
he
out.
top 10 pick better? Yeah,
I still think he's
that's where
power
I'm
forward.
still. That's where I'm still. Jury's out on that one for me.
So that's what holds me back from taking him like this early is like when players have question marks like that, especially from a position standpoint that I don't know truly what position you're going to play, and you're like not
Yeah,
incredibly skilled at one thing that would make me overlook that positional uh, because of your height, especially when that question of what your position is. I feel like if I'm looking at right here, I'd rather go either like Jaden Quin Quintace Quin Quintinson
Quaintance,
Quaintance
Quaintance. We're gonna get it one day. But
Jaden Quaintance or
yeah.
like Braylon
Now,
Mullins.
Jaden Quaintance, a guy who hasn't played this season at all,
I know.
but has amazing physical attributes and was a really, really good defender last year.
Yeah.
But yeah, I probably would go Jaden as well, at least over Koa. But yeah, Koa started off that season like his game against Florida was so impressive. It was fantastic. Has not been the same since.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Quaintance
Just hasn't been the same since. They're a good team too.
He's a
But
week
yeah,
older
like
than
he has
Boozer.
not maintained that level of dominance in the games after that.
Or Cameron Carr.
Okay.
Or is that too much
Cameron Carr is a really intriguing player too. Yeah, like he's a guy who is at least in this conversation as well. Braylon Mullins just came back and had a really good game too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, Cameron Carr
it's a
6'5" with like a 7-foot wingspan is another thing that I really like.
Who?
Cameron Carr being 6'5" with a 7-foot wingspan.
7'2" apparently. Yeah, he's crazy long.
That's what I'm saying. He's
just
cooking.
Yeah,
he has been just cooking, and he's only 20.
Yeah, he has. The big thing is still really skinny.
Yes.
And then he's had a bit of an injury. Let's just say he's gone through a lot of injuries even before his time in college, and in college. But yeah, like he's really put it together and very intriguing with that size in terms of wingspan. They said 8'10" standing reach too, like crazy stuff. But yeah, do you want to go crazy, Cyro? In number 8?
Who?
Let's go Steinbach.
Let's go Steinbach. I think. Yeah. Let's go Steinbach because, like, first off,
I think he's the way he is playing right now. It's like it's so hard to take anything away from him, man.
For people who don't understand why we said this, is we spent probably like 5 or 10 minutes before we started recording, specifically talking about Steinbach. Because we were like trying to say, is he a big or not? Because he's like 6'11". We thought 230. He's now listed.
I don't know if he's 6'11", but he's close at least.
He's listed 220 now, allegedly, after being 230.
So I had 230. I had close to 7'2" wingspan. I had 9'1" standing reach.
And also,
now those are good. Those are really good measurements for a power forward. Not as good for a center. Like would be below average for a center.
I've never seen him in person.
He's kind of a center.
But the thing is I've been told he's way more mobile and bigger in person than on tape. All right. And I read earlier today, Vicini wrote similar thing. I remember watching him overseas last year, and he was playing more of like a forward position. So it's and he has this kind of like, I don't want to compare him to Şengün, we talked about that, but he does have this back to basket game, likes to operate out the elbows and the low post, can run DHOs, has this like, he's averaging like 6 free throws a game, 1 3-pointer a night. The 3-point shots like really still a question because it's at a very low sample size, but the free throw, he gets to the free throw line not through like power or anything, but through like deception and craftiness and like using angles as if you're watching like how like Brunson and like Doncic sometimes use ball fakes and stuff like that when they're in the paint. So it's like a very interesting player to watch because we talked about this. Would he be your 4? Like you be your 4 because like the size he is, and I like him. I like him because on a team, let's say you have a 5 like an Alex Sarr or somebody, Hans Steinbach is your 4 next to Sarr, takes care of the rebounding questions you might have, and then Sarr's able to stretch the floor like a Jaren Jackson. Obviously, they already have Zach Edey, but you get what I'm saying there.
Man, he's like, he missed some time with a sprained ankle and just came back for the start of conference play. Now, we're talking about Nate Ament and Michael Brown Jr. both really struggling against, good opponents these past few games. And Steinbach opens up Big Ten play with 29 points and 10 rebounds against UCLA on 11 of 12 from the field and 7 of 8 from the line, and then follows it up against USC with 24 and 16 in a win, and was 7 of 12 and I think 8 of 10. So yeah, man, this dude just coming out the gates in the Big Ten.
Insane on the glass. Great touch.
And rebounding translates, Cyro.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, if his defense is, like, close to playable as the season progresses, like, yeah, I think he's going to be somebody that might get some looks even as early as this.
Yeah. All right. That's our big one. So then we're going to go here. We're at 9. And would we say here, I think this is where we're going to go back to the 3 that we just had, Jaden, Koa, and Cam.
I'm going to go with the mystery box and go with Jaden Quaintance because, I'm still really intrigued by him. Like, if you're talking about a guy who just has, like, insane size with his wingspan and his ability to move his feet at that size, we were kind of talking about the less explosive Robert Williams, but like
yes,
maybe even bigger. Like that's the thing that Quaintance has. So yeah, I will go with the mystery box right now. But I'm fine going with Cam Carr to round it out. Yeah,
I think
really intrigued me.
I think Cam, especially if he stays healthy, I just think this is a guy, when you look at people 6'5", 7'2", that is what you want in a swingman in today's game.
Yeah.
And playing
out. Well, they have Cam Carr. I'm glad. Good.
Yeah.
I was kind of hoping we'd have like Kirk Creaser or somebody.
Oh, what we were doing. Yeah, I forgot we had to do that a lot last year. Okay, going at 11, would we go right here?
Oh God.
I know Chris Sinak has been like a little bit.
He's been pretty shaky. Like that's another guy who just has fantastic physical tools.
Looking a lot like Nick Claxton.
Can we go a little crazy here too?
Where are we going?
Why not just do Yaxel Lindeborg? I kind of love him. I kind of love him.
I really like Yaxel.
Michigan is crushing people now.
I texted you the other day.
The skeleton key, yeah.
You had Ade Mara, or is that Ade or Ade?
Adai, yeah.
Adai Mara. I knew it wasn't like how it looked. Yeah. You have I love Johnson. Love Johnson at the power.
Yeah, you're a big Mraz Johnson fan.
Yeah, that's the guy. That's my second round sleeper. If I'm a team that needs just a rebound, you're talking about rebounding. That translates his rebounding and his ability on the glass.
He's a little undersized, and he's like a 5. That's
I know. That's why he's a second rounder.
I did like it. I've always skill level wise, I'm still a little worried with him, but yeah, like just I think Lindeborg's the one who makes it work, man. With those guys, like Adai Marad's like just so freaking big, and he certainly has some skill as well.
The thing that offensive hub
that scares me about him is the speed, and like I think. Once it gets to the NBA, like it could be a much different story for him. But yeah, man, together, like those guys are working it right now.
Yeah.
And they do have a lot of talent in the backcourt too. Like it's definitely a front court led team, but yeah, I'd say the backcourt is what makes it all work also.
First off,
Yaxel, he's improved his shooting.
I literally was about to say that.
And I loved him last year. Like we talked about it. Like I'm sure we had a mock draft where we took
7'4" wingspan on a 6'8" frame.
Yeah, and 2-to-1 assist to turnover ratio last year.
Yeah,
like and was 2-time conference defensive player of the year.
You hate that I say this, but this is a guy who literally could play 3 positions. Like
I mean, right now he is.
He's literally but like he's playing the.
No, I like going into the year. You wouldn't think so. and like can certainly tighten up his handle and work on some of the ball skills, but yeah, like the improved shooting and upping the attempt rate, like that, it's really trending in the right direction. And yes, he's going to be 23 when he's drafted, but yeah, I think the skill is there, and yeah, he's going to be. I almost question him going back. Like I heard he got a fantastic deal at Michigan, and Michigan, by the way, like crushing the transfer market, like just killed it.
But
with
who wouldn't want to go to Ann Arbor?
With Johnson, with Yaxel, with Elliot Cadeau, killed it. And I really like Trey McKinney too, and he last minute addition to the Hoop Summit, who like was pretty important in Team USA winning that game, right, Cyro? Yeah. And yeah, so they crushed it, and Yaxel, I think, made the right move, and it's going to pay off by going even higher in the draft this year than he probably would have last year.
So let's round out the lottery. These are my three. Tell me your three, because it's 12, 13, 14. So I'm going it in no specific order, but if we had to, I would go Koa, Braylon, Kareem. Maybe LeBaron.
That's more like it.
I think LeBaron.
I'll go with I'm good with that. I'm good with that.
I said
right
Koa.
Now. Yeah.
I think someone I like Koa at the end of the lottery.
Koa's still playing really well, and like his size and skill combination, he is a tweener. Yeah.
And I just don't like tweeners.
Braylon just always had a really nice offensive game. I thought he was rated a little too high, but he's adjusted to college quite well.
And he moves better. It's not a Liam McNeely situation, even though I think Liam McNeely just got a raw end of the stick and is going to be looked back as
injury. Yeah.
He's going to be a steal in the draft. He slid too far in the draft. I thought he was going to go 17-20 range.
Yeah. Of course, they use the white guy comparisons, but like, even you can look at him as Jacoby Walter was a better athlete, but like even some similarities there in terms of their offensive skill set.
Yeah, I think Braylon Mullen, maybe more along the Jordan Hawkins lines, and I think like So like I think something like that.
In that similar position, he's already coming off screens, and he's like shooting off movement.
So then I said,
and then LeBaron, I think LeBaron was your last guy.
Yeah, LeBaron, and he's someone that he's playing better than what you.
That's 13, right?
Huh?
Is this? No, this is 14.
14. I made sure right before.
Good stuff. Oh yeah, we had Yaxel 11. Yeah.
Okay, so
all right.
Let's go ahead and who's next? I think this is where we start to look at some of the guards like Dash, or I guess Dash is more of like a swingman for us. We've talked about that kind of in the Caruso vein. Darius Acuff, who's been playing well. Acuff.
Yeah.
And then I think this is also where we start to see some of the bigs, like a potential Patrick Ngamba.
It's Gongba.
Gumba.
Yeah.
Gumba.
You don't pronounce the N.
Okay, Gongba. And Chris Sinak. I think this is kind of where we start to see his range start to go. Dash, I mentioned earlier, maybe a Thomas.
Sinak and Acuff are still guys I'm
Tunde's still available.
Tunde, yeah. Yeah.
I think this is older range. This is the range for them, right? We're entering
around there. Yeah.
So let's go. Let me hear your 5. You shoot the 5, and I'll did with
5. What's my 5? Okay. I will go with Darius Acuff first.
Okay.
I will go with Chris Sinak after that. Okay. Who else? Just gonna look through. I want to look through a list here to make sure I'm not forgetting anybody. Okay. Yeah. There we go. So yeah. Acuff, Sinak. Abdallas. Neoclis Abdallas.
I was gonna have Abdallas in my. I was not expecting you to say that.
Yeah,
dude, he's had some Luka Doncic moments for VTech out there.
incredibly hyperbolic, but he has played well. More like a better shooting Yegor Demon.
Okay, yeah,
Or
yeah.
Joman, sorry. Bennett Sturts would be.
What do they have Abdallas as a wing or as a guard?
Don't know. He's been more of a guard, I would say.
I agree with Chris Sinak going with the 16th pick, and then you said at 3 it was Abdallas.
Yeah,
I agree with that.
So yeah,
Dude,
So
he's been so
Sinak,
good. Abdallas.
And then I said Bennett Sturts.
Yep. Ben McCollum's illegitimate son.
Yeah. And then a guy who just has been playing like really steady and well too. I'd say Thomas Houck. You passed him a little above there, but yeah, go with Thomas Houck.
Dean Wade.
Yeah. He's been really, like, just taking the leap you probably would have expected with him. And then I'd probably have Dash right after that too.
Yeah, I agree with Dash right there. I think. So real quick, we'll talk Darius. I think Darius is someone, what he's been able to do playing off of ball screens and especially in ISOs, he's been a guy that scoring wise, I didn't think he was going to be this effective. Like he's been doing a really good job. He has
all the confidence in the world, man.
Yeah. Also, he gets into the paint.
Really good.
So, dude, lives in the paint. And he's got a good floater. I think obviously.
Strong dude too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Defense is the question, right? I think that's obvious. If you watch him, you're like,
and then just shot selection in general too. But,
yeah.
So, you're kind of gonna live and die by him. But super talented kid.
So fill in the audience, Chris and Ack, what's going on there? He's averaging like 9 and 8, I think, for Houston right now.
Yeah, I mean, like he's been solid, just not spectacular. Like he's
Nick Claxton.
I think didn't he started off the Players era with like a really good game, and then it just kind of floated through. And you want to see more of that consistency. I think throughout his time at Link, he won the MVP at NBPA Top 100 right before his senior year, and during his time at Link, like he would have some really good games, and then he'd have some games where he barely showed up. And I think that's the thing. So yeah, like I'd say he's about met expectations, though. Like for a guy with a 7'4" wingspan, averaging 0.7 blocks per game seems pretty crazy. There have been some lapses defensively as well. I think he has these fantastic tools. He can move, and you just kind of want to see more of that feel. And
I get pissed off watching him just stand at the 3-point line or just be like this guy who cuts from the baseline. Why aren't they just parking him at the dunker? If you want him to stand somewhere, stand by the dunker spot. Stand by the dunker spot.
Yeah.
I don't get why. I get the baseline.
No, you want, like, the whole thing with him is he's always wanted to show that skill set.
Fuck that.
But yeah.
Like, be Jalen Darryn. Just go inside.
Yeah, I mean. Yeah,
you know what I mean.
He's not the size of
Jalen Darryn, but like
very giant gentleman. But Jalen's always just been such a
man child. Yeah,
but
you get what I mean.
It's not like he's skinny. Like he came into college like at least like 235. So yeah, it's a great question, Cyro, and really good point.
I feel like he could be like the Khalil Ware of this class, that he ends up either transferring
or possible.
Two years and then.
Oh, I don't know about transferring, but yeah,
2-year guy that ends up needing another year to like.
Maybe I don't know. Like, we're kind of grasping for names here, so he still could be one of those names, and I'd say as somebody that watched Khalil Ware quite a bit during his freshman year. Sinak's at least been slightly more consistent, playing quite a bit more of a role and on a good team. So I think those are all things that really help him as well.
So then, obviously, I think the Igor comparison was better for Abdallas. This is a guy who's the Hokies just said, boy, you can have the ball, do what you want. Ball screens, ball slips, attack the rim, throw, a transition
The
pass
monster
across the
Providence
court.
game.
Yeah, like 6'8", do what
I think
you
he's kind
need.
of chilled out since then, but he's still really intriguing.
I
And
think
was somebody that I know a lot of people into the draft were even talking about last year. And so he's calmed down quite a bit, but still, with his skill set and size,
that pass dribble
he's an
shoot,
intriguing dude here.
6'8". What people thought about Yagor, you're looking at it with Abdallas. I think Abdallas, I don't know.
At least more of a confident shooter.
Yeah, I think Abdallas is the better looking shooter. I think Yagor might be a little bit bigger and more athletic.
I think he's a better. Yegor was a fantastic passer, as good as Abdallas has been.
Well, I'm saying Yagor's also probably a bit bigger and more athletic. Maybe Abdallas is stockier.
I don't know. I think it was pretty close. Yeah.
And then after that, you had yourself after Abdallas. It was with Dash. I'm trying to see if I can.
No, after.
Bennett Sturts and Thomas Howe and Dash Abdallas. Daniels.
Yeah.
So real quickly,
Bennett Sturts. Good start at Iowa, and just his ability to run offense. And I don't have any measurements for Bennett Sturts, but it seems like he has a pretty nice plus wingspan, and really good start to the season for him, and it's lived up to expectations.
Yeah, I think, and he's one of the reasons why I think he'll be able to make it is similar to Walter Clayton Jr. last year. This is a guy who is he might not be the stereotypical floor general, but he is a floor general in the sense that he's an extension of the coach on the floor. He's going to be someone who's going to be always making the right read and the right pass. But from a shooting standpoint, he is a knockdown shooter. That is what's going to allow him to be an effective NBA player. He's going to be able to hit those shots. The problem that people will say is he's a below the rim player. He's not going to be players off the bounce. And I mean, he tries his best on defense, but that's something that is obviously going to be he'll get pinpoint.
Mm-hmm.
And then Dash Daniels, we've talked about him at length. More of a if Dash Daniels is more of a perimeter point of attack guard type defender who has the ability to be a initiator on offense as a playmaker. Dash is more of a not as lanky, or as he's maybe an inch shorter, but he's more stout and has a lower center of gravity, a little thicker build to him, and is more of an on-ball defender who, in the probably like we said, the Alex Caruso, Lou Dort vein, and he's shown some shooting ability, but he's going to be more of a complementary offensive player who needs to work on his ball handling and playmaking skills. But I think from a defensive standpoint, one of the best defenders in this class, if not the best.
Mm-hmm. So, and I think Thomas Houck has just taken a nice little rise in terms of scoring volume. His efficiencies has gone down just a little bit, but he's I would say kind of combo-ish forward, who just knows how to play the game, and a solid defender, and just somebody that I think is right around this range in this class. And honestly, don't love the guys right after him. So I think that's what causes him to be in round out the top 20.
I agree. So when we look at the rest, I think you can already see. I think Dame Sarr, Kareem Lopez, Tunde, Yusufu, and Isaiah Evans, and even you could look at probably Malik Thomas and Patrick being the next 5 guys right here.
Certainly possible.
Where would you go?
I was thinking Isaiah Evans.
That's what. Yeah.
You did mention him.
Just from a shooting standpoint, size, he just that's going to go there.
Yeah.
Do you think Tunde or Kareem? I think one of those.
I'm wondering. Tunde, I'm still. Yeah. I don't know. Jury's still out. But let's go with Tunde. Yeah.
I feel like if there was a big to go right here, right now, it would be Patrick out of all the big options.
Yeah, Patrick's having a good season. I still worry about him athletically.
Yeah. But compare to the other bigs, this is where like
Yeah.
a
I mean,
center.
like on this list, like yeah, if you're going Zuby or JoJo or Patrick, I'd go Patrick for sure.
That's what I'm saying. Like at this range at 23, this is typically where you would see like a contending team look for a
He's
backup big.
he's had skill, like he has some of that decision making ability that isn't typical in a big guy, and he's just always been really efficient on the floor. Like,
so this is where it gets
an
tough.
effective player. You worry about injury, but like yeah, he had McCullough like fall on his legs yesterday, I think, and he got back up. So yeah.
So this is where it's hard. Like I like Malik Thomas, Todd Pettiford, Miles Bird, Dami Sarr. Like man, like yeah, who are you looking at right here that maybe pops out? I know Henry Visar's having a good year.
Yeah, Vesar is doing
Is it
well.
Henri or Henry?
I think it's Henri Vesar.
Henri Vesar.
Yeah. And yeah, let's go with Vesar.
Yeah, he's been the guy that big bodied, rebounding, a little bit of touch. Just somebody that I think in today's game, those are the type of bigs that like teams like at the end of the first, especially
big
from like
from Estonia.
Yeah, and defensively, he's been pretty solid, like moving wise, and shooting well from three. So
NC's been a tough out, man.
What's your thoughts on
two really good ones in Caleb and Henri Vesar?
I'm surprised Ivan hasn't been cooking as much as I thought. This guy was like the best player at Eurocamp. This guy was freaking insane. Ivan.
Yeah.
Karchin. He's Russian, but he's
Karchenkov.
Yeah, he's Russian.
The guy on Zona.
Yeah. So this is where, do you think someone like Christian Anderson would slip into here? Or are you not as high?
It's possible. I think he's super talented, but yeah, it's always going to be the question of taking the smaller guard. But yeah.
No, Thomas.
Yeah, hard to. Let's say Christian. I've always been intrigued with Christian. Christian's a guy who he and his dad would always send me stuff since he was younger, and yeah, he's a solid player.
I also like
another German guy.
I was about to say German guy was playing with the German team this past summer. I don't think he was on the
really out Georgia, but yeah.
I know, but look.
But yeah, I mean, I think it's rad that he's playing with Germany, and that German U19 team was cooking with he and Hans.
Yes. I was about to bring up him and Hans. That's how I found out about Christian, was when I was looking at Hans's tape, and Christian was setting him up a lot of times.
Kareem Lopez still has some intrigue.
I'd rather have Dami Sarr at this point, though.
You know, Hamenia is, which I thought was going to happen. I kind of thought Hamenia was going to get in over Dame in the starting lineup for Duke, which he has. And then I thought that I still think this should happen. Caden Boozer over Caleb Foster. Though Caleb Foster hit that huge shot yesterday. And it's been solid. But man, do I think Caden Boozer would make that offense really run. So, yeah, I'd like to see him play a bit more.
Yeah, no,
but yeah, Nick, neither of them have like necessarily looked like out of this world in terms of NBA guys this year.
Yeah, I mean, dude, I forgot all about Eric Reeby.
Oh, Ribe?
Right. He said it was Reeby when I talked to him.
Is it Reeby?
When I've spoken to him
I always thought it would be fun if it was pronounced ribeye.
No, it's Reeby, I'm pretty sure.
Reeby.
He's always hurt.
Interesting.
Always hurt.
I'd always heard Ribe. But yeah. Yeah, he has been constantly hurt. But he's actually playing quite a bit for UConn. He filled in for Terrace Reed when he was hurt. Actually.
Have you seen Luigi Siogo?
Not really. And I think that I was looking into him.
He kind of popped up last month. Yeah.
And yeah, it seems like he's a like this is his first year eligible,
Uh-huh.
and I wouldn't be surprised if he maybe, came out like next couple years.
What's your thoughts on David Merkovich?
Merkovich, strong ass dude. Not sure about his NBA translation.
That's what I wear.
Yeah.
I was trying to see. So right here, Rina Godami. Sorry, I just think like 6'7" barefoot,
Cool.
7'1" wingspan. He's got the stuff that people look for in the toolbox. And if you're swinging at 26,
he's certainly intriguing. Yeah.
Would
Want
you
to take Lopez
Lopez
after?
Yeah, but I was gonna say this is you and I. Like, look, I got nothing against Lopez. We're just not like the biggest like Lopez guys.
No.
He started like have a little bit of a stretch. Like he's shooting from 40%. I like he's attacking.
What does he do that's great? Like
that's what I'm like.
Yeah. And I guess at this point in the draft, like you're not like you could say maybe the same thing about Thomas Howard, but yeah.
I just feel like Thomas Howell's bigger, and like I just know what he's going to be able to like impact. While Lopez, I'm just like he might be like a nice role player I can throw in there. Like, okay. So rounding out this, I think Miles Bird defense or Malik Thomas. This is where I'd go right here. Either Miles Bird for his like Swiss Army knife ability, or Malik Thomas for being like a 6'5" combo guard with point guard like skills.
What do you think of Matt Abel?
So Matt Abel, he's been someone that's like
been somebody that I've been intrigued by since the first time I saw him at Woot 150 last year.
And this year he's on NC State, 19 years old. Yeah. He was someone I saw at the Maui Invitational. And he's a shooter. He's a shooter. I think he's the guy really off ball. He's good. My question is
strong and like he boosted up the rankings because like
I like that
more like a pro than a lot of people that were ranked in front of him.
I think Matt Abel, if there was someone, I think that would be like
I think he's well worth taking a flyer on here.
Yeah, and I just saw he had like 10 points in like 20 minutes the other day. One thing that scares me a little skinny might be a guy that his first year in the league, he has a redshirt year.
He's at least gotten a little stronger since he's gotten to college, and even in high school, like I just thought he had good strength to him.
So would we round out right here with Miles Bird and Malik Thomas, or would we go Braden Smith? JT Toppin's killing it. I think he leads the country in offense and rebounds.
He's somebody that just might be so like effective in college that
plays
you do take him.
Yeah.
I mean he tested the waters as a freshman.
Yeah, and had almost borderline first round
on JT Toppin. Yeah.
But he might be a guy who just realized I'll still have NBA buzz if I just play till my eligibility is exhausted and keep making this NIL bag.
Certainly possible too.
So who would you go for?
I love Braden Smith. I really like Nick Hamania too.
My thing is Nick's not been able to like get a role on that team though.
He's starting right now.
I know, but like we'll wait. He's someone that I need to see conference play to have him climb up the board.
I can feel that.
I mean, let's go. I think let's do it. I like him at the end. I liked him. Also, I thought he was.
We're trying to project a little bit here too.
Yeah. Also, I told you this. A team at Hoop Summit, he was one of, if not the best shooter during practices. Like, and you told me he isn't really necessarily like a
I wouldn't say that's like the one standout skill for him. Like,
but he was like the best shooter.
He's not like just a shooter. Like that's the thing. Yeah. No, he's always had ball skills, his passing ability. Man. So he can do a little bit of everything too.
All right. So who would you close out the first with then?
Let's close it out with. Let's go
Malik.
What do you feel about Malik versus Miles Bird?
Miles Berg's a toothpick, and like what
he really is.
And what else?
That's the thing that really scares me about Miles Bird, man. Is he's always been so skinny. Like I get the defensive talent too.
But offensively, what does he bring? Like
I know that's the thing. That's why I've always kind of wondered with him.
Like, and you and I, we're both Miles Bird's fans here. This is not that we're just like stating the obvious. Is like I might be the same weight. Like I'm 165. I think Miles Bird's 170, and he's like 6'8" or 6'7", whatever.
No, I think he was $182. He's averaging 9.4 right now.
That's a regression, right? What was he last
Oh
year?
yeah. No, he was 12.3
That's
last
what I
year.
thought. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm going Malik, man. I'm going
Yeah. No,
like,
Malik's really talented.
dude.
Yeah, he
Also,
actually won.
he's just like
He was Pangos All-American MVP before senior year.
six
Um,
five,
he's
has some passing ability.
maybe 6'5". I don't know.
I think he could
He's not super long, but yeah, like he's had a solid start. It's just
give
I
six
think
man
he and
vibes.
Acuff both are like such score first kind of guys, and they both can pass. But yeah, it's an interesting pairing. I'll just put it that way.
I get that. All right, let's just do popcorn for the second round. You tell me a guy, and then I tell a guy, and we just keep going until we finish the second.
Sounds good to me.
Okay, who's your guy?
Okay, I get to go first. Damn.
Yeah.
Let's go with this is might be a little crazy. Just gonna look at my process right now. I wouldn't have thought this before the season, but you know who's really growing on me?
Who?
Flory, man. Flory's growing on me again.
Wow.
He's so freaking athletic, and yeah, he's looked way better this year.
All right.
So yeah, I could see him being a
Flory right there.
maybe start the second round type guy. Yeah.
I think again. Oh, I think either Joe. Dude, I don't know about JoJo.
You love JoJo. You do love
but
JoJo.
like, I love JoJo, and I just think people would just want to take that. Like, somebody would want to take a swing on that size, and length.
Certainly
and
possible.
If we're going defensively, I'd rather have JoJo over Bird.
I mean, very different players, but yeah, I get it.
Braden Smith territory.
Oh, so did you take JoJo?
Yeah, I took JoJo.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna take Braden Smith.
That's what I was. If you weren't gonna take Braden, I was gonna take Braden.
Well, yeah.
I think this is where
he's tiny. They got killed yesterday too.
They did get
other funny thing.
I took Bird right here because I think at this point someone would take the swing of the defense at the early second round, try to fill out his frame. Who would you go now? You're at 35.
A guy who I just have always thought is a really solid player and like probably spend some time in the NBA. You're close to passing him. You just did. Alex Caravan.
I knew Caravan was going to be someone that I was going to have up there too.
Yeah.
Now with Caravan gone, Richie Saunders is I think the poor man's Caravan of this class, even though he's a little smaller. Man, and looking at the bigs.
So are you taking Richie?
No, I was. Sergio De La Rea has been having a decent year.
Yeah.
Dwayne's been interesting.
Dwayne Aristode, intriguing dude. Yeah.
Yeah. I just he hasn't stood out to me.
Yeah.
So with that being said, if I'm going through here, I think it's a little early to take Johan. I like Johan and I'm going to project right here. I'm not ready to project for Johan. I'm going to go Sergio De La Rea. He's a 6'6", 6'5" point guard, one of the better passers in this draft. So that's where I'll go right here. First international guy in this draft right now. I think in the second round we took.
What's it? No, wow, that's crazy. I am going to go with Sir Richie Saunders then. Yeah, but I think that was actually a really good pick if you would have taken Richie. I got to go to BYU a couple years ago when Richie was actually going into his freshman year after going on his 2-year Mormon mission. LDS mission, sorry. And he had the fastest reaction shuttle I've ever seen in person.
No way.
Yeah. Just fantastic footwork there. And man, he's been really, really good this year. So yeah, I am seeing Richie as a guy that probably does end up being a second round pick somewhere. And yeah, I take a chance on him because I think he's a really solid player, really good shooter. So yeah, I like it.
Nice. I'm gonna go with Johan Grunlo here. I think over the
That's your guy.
that's my guy. And the other thing that I really like about this, first off, he's not 7 foot. I think he's 6'10". They have him listed
Yeah.
7 foot, 238. That's a lie. He is probably 238. He's 6'10". He's 6'10".
Yeah.
I just probably has a 7 foot wingspan on a 6'10" frame.
Yeah.
This is a guy.
So is he's a power forward more than a center?
Yeah, I think he's a guy that when he's younger, he's going to be a combo big, a power forward. And then as he gets older, he'd probably be more of a pure.
If he's 6'10" with a 7 foot wingspan as a center, I'm concerned.
I think like he's a combo big. I think he's a combo big. And what I love about this guy is he usually scores really efficient. Takes one or two, maybe at most 3 threes a game, but doesn't force the issue. Always takes the high efficient look. Usually his games are 80% from the field or like 40. And it's like, because if it's 40, it's like he took less shots, and you know what I mean. He's just a guy who's really efficient, doesn't force the issue, and he stuffs the box sheet. Like, he's a guy that he'll give you a couple passes, either like a nice bounce pass as a guy's cutting from the baseline, or he'll be able to run DHO. He's a guy who's able to guard threes, fours, and fives. He's someone who can always be able to put his arms up and get a pass deflection in the passing lanes. He's someone that on offense is always going to be moving, trying to set screens, trying to just not be a stagnant part. And I just really like just his movement and his not trying to find ways to always impact the game, whether or not it's on the scoreboard. And that's the other thing is, like, even if he's not scoring, he's a guy that's going to usually be an efficient scorer because he doesn't take a bad shot.
Well, our popcorn is now burnt because of that diatribe on Johan Grunlo, but thank you.
Where are you going?
Yeah, man, I'm going to take JT Toppin.
Alrighty.
Yeah. I think his production, you don't know how it's going to translate to the NBA. I think obviously a really different role, but has always rebounded well. And I think is somebody that could be like that energy big off the bench.
I think right here I would go with, where is he? Dalen Swain. I think just a wing, 6'8". He's a decent shooter. He's a guy that's just got good size.
He's starting to be a shooter. Yeah.
Yeah. And I think that's what you want in like these second round guys who are older that are already physically filled out.
I like it. I do approve.
Where would you go right here?
Yeah. I am thinking, let's go with a guy who's been doing so well. Oh, yeah. I'm going to go with Andrei Stojakovic.
Dude, I was thinking about Stojakovic on mine too. Yeah. He's actually impressive.
He's just, I think he's shown more game outside of his shooting.
Playing some defense.
And I know he's not necessarily shooting like out of this world right now, but I believe in his shot, and the fact that he's added a little bit more to his game, I think says something about him. And he looks like a guy who's going to get picked this year. That's for sure.
Our annual Tony Parker prospect of the season, another one from ASVL or ASVEL, and this is Aren Ataman or whatever. 6'5".
I think it's Atamna.
Atame. What is it?
Atamna.
Adam
At least
Atamna.
That's how it's phonetically spelled.
Yeah, Adam Atamna. He is shooting like shit.
You love the Ottoman so much that you
like
to pronounce it that way. Yeah.
But Adam shooting like shit. But if you look at last year, he's 17 right now. Last year playing in the 17? Lower league, huh?
How would that work?
What? He's 18. My apology.
Gotcha.
He just turned 18, but
gotcha.
But he's going to turn 19 next year, so he's a very young prospect. I think 6'5", 200 pounds. You're looking at a guy that the big lead guard, initiator, young guy. You take a swing skill, or he's maybe your draft and stash, but with the ever second apron being a stringent restriction on team building, he could be a guy that teams are like, oh, we could develop him as our third guard maybe.
Mm-hmm.
And again, 6'5", just turned 18. I think he turned 18 like this month or last month. I can confirm. December 6th. He turned 18 yesterday. Born 2007. So young
so
as
he
fuck.
would have been 17 yesterday. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
So like, and you know, Tony Parker's going to get somebody to draft him.
Yeah.
Now who you got?
Tony Parker's going to get somebody.
Am I wrong though?
Probably not. Yeah. Have we? Okay.
Nate Biddle.
I can't do it yet.
Jacoby Gillespie.
Gillespie. It's Jacoby Gillespie, sir. But thank you for.
I swear, Colin Gillespie is
Gillespie.
Is it a Gillespie or Gillespie?
Everybody in the club Gillespie. But I think a Dybantsa is probably gonna get picked here. So,
I was gonna have
that. Yeah, I'm still like, I'm not the highest guy on the Dybantsa, but man, what he's done so far this year and the impact he's had on the floor, the shot blocking, he's finally kind of. I know he definitely picked up near the end of the year with UCLA. Definitely not the game I went to, but yeah, he looks like he's going to be solidly drafted in this range, if not higher.
I think KJ Lewis is a guy that I think could go right here. You like
really now?
I just think like what he's doing at Georgetown and like, well, we're going mid-late 40s. This is like kind of like the type of guy that would go, you know, older guard. Somebody wants to bring him in.
Got you.
And that's kind of like my thought process because now with older guards, maybe solo ball. Or, I mean, I feel like Tahad's going to stay.
Solo ball.
Or Donovan Dent, but he's so small.
Yeah. I take both of those guys over Dent right now.
Yeah, like, I mean, solo ball's got some size. How's Terry?
Not really.
Darlin doing?
No.
Ass.
Terry Darlin.
I just wanted to know.
Just wanted to take a real flyer on that one.
Yeah, no, I just wanted to see how he's doing. If he was better in college.
Yeah. Well, I think we saw.
Yeah, I mean, we all saw. Darren Williams, I think I'm going to go right here. I like it.
Okay. Yeah, talk about a guy, just solid production, can do a little bit of everything.
Older guy.
He's strong too, but man, like size-wise, I really worry about him.
I do. Yeah, because I think he's kind of like a combo forward.
Yeah. I'm going to go with another big guy here, Alex Condon. So
I want to say this is actually a good big draft. A lot of bigs.
I mean, good, like, third, fourth big draft.
Yes. Yeah. Like not like quality, but like if you're a team looking for reserve bigs, you're gonna have pickings in the second.
Yeah.
Man, now we're getting over here. Do you think Milos or Todd Pettiford goes here?
They could. Yeah.
I go Milos. Somebody would want.
Okay. I'll go with Todd.
Todd, if he goes in the draft word.
He has always been so explosive, and then I love his shot.
Mm-hmm.
I know he's been up and down this year, but yeah, he's an intriguing dude to me. Just as that maybe microwave scorer.
What's your thoughts on Joshua Jefferson?
Like him, yeah. He's another guy that I was thinking of taking around this range.
Would you say he's a 4?
Yes.
Okay, that's what I was gonna say. Like he's a 4 to me.
Yeah, he is a 4.
Okay, you're up.
Yeah. Still.
Boogie's having a rough year, bro.
Who's had a rough year?
Boogie.
Yeah, man.
That shocked me. I thought he was gonna be
really,
like a
yeah. I liked Boogie a lot coming out of high school. And then he had a good start at Arkansas.
Baba Miller still plays college basketball is insane. And he's finally putting together numbers.
Yeah.
No way.
Still not going to be a guy draft.
Dude, he's averaging a double-double.
Yeah. Has Fulguris, how's he done lately? Alvaro.
He is averaging 9 and 4.
Yeah, he's cool enough. Yeah.
Dude, Baba's averaging on 57% from the field. Okay, 14 points and 11 rebounds with 2 blocks.
Cool.
That's insane.
Is it?
For him. Okay, like let me rewrite the tape right there. It is insane for Baba Miller to be doing that. Can we agree? Because Baba Miller,
for the way he started, yeah.
Yes,
yeah.
dude. No, remember Baba Miller at fucking FSU?
I do. I recall. Let's go with Tomislav Ivicic.
You don't think those guys are just going to spend every year of their eligibility in college?
Certainly possible, but I thought he had a really good freshman year, and
what's your thoughts on Anthony Robinson?
Oh, you know what? No. Okay, no Tomislav. I'm gonna go with Trey Kaufman.
Oh, I like Trey Kaufman from Purdue. He's been playing well.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna go right here. Damn, I thought about KJ Lewis. I'm still. Do you know what? Caden should have been drafted already.
Oh yeah, man.
If you Caden should have already been drafted, and that's on us.
I wouldn't be surprised if we're looking into the future and Caden plays more. Yeah. See, you want me to draft Keaton Wagler?
Do you like Wagler or not really?
He's been really intriguing so far, but he seems like a guy that might actually go back.
Yeah.
Anthony Robinson's like intriguing, but like I'm still not sure.
I'd rather have KJ Lewis.
Wise. You'd rather have who?
KJ Lewis than Robinson.
Interesting. Yeah.
Never Momo Faye?
KJ guy. I don't really. I'm not there yet with him.
How's DeVries doing?
DeVries is doing all right. Yeah.
Ian Jackson or
you still haven't taken my list, right?
Uzon?
Yeah,
I did.
You took my list?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Dwayne, you think
I'll take Zuby.
Oh, Zuby, word.
Yeah.
I think if Dwayne goes into the draft, I think someone takes a swing right here on him, throws him on a 2-way, and tries to develop him.
That's a good call.
Man, this is where it becomes like I think this is where Morris Johnson goes. Who were you gonna go right here? Ian Jackson's been like okay. Oh, look at this! It's my video.
That's funny. Ian, man, I'd take a flyer on Ian. Yeah, let's go with him. He has such good speed. It still just will be about his ability in the half court.
Yeah.
But yeah, he can score.
Dude, catchings.
Yeah, he's at Georgia now.
But he wasn't terrible at BYU.
Yeah, I don't know. I've just never been.
I was never like sold on him.
Yeah.
Interesting guy. Ortega is not terrible. I'm just not sold on him.
Oh, wait.
I'm going to go Momo Faye right here.
Gotcha. How's Toby Lawal done? That's a good one. Lawal.
Actually, I take that back. Instead of Momo Faye, I'm doing Morris Johnson.
Oh, yeah.
I'd rather have him than Momo. All right.
Who's your guy?
Braden Burries?
No, Carden Knox.
Man, if I go, I just feel like some older player would just be taken right here at this point.
Just past Tucker DeVries, my man.
You think someone would take Tucker?
Probably. His shooting profile.
Yeah, out of all the older players, I think he's the one that I like the best from a shoot. That's what I was kind of looking for. Wasn't it not Braden Burries, Isaiah Harwell? How old is he? 19. There was somebody in my life.
Yeah, Harwell, I think, is not looking like a one and done.
No, he's not.
Yeah.
DeVries, I'll take Tucker. All right, who are you going?
Dun, 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 dun. Oh man, they have Mo Silla up there.
Yeah.
Interesting. Yeah, I'm not gonna go there. So you just took DeVries?
Yeah.
Awesome.
Toby could be one.
Toby Lawal with his insane vertical.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. I'm just wondering from an athletic standpoint, like he apparently hit 12'8"
That's
touch
insane.
point. So yeah, let's go with Toby Lawal.
What's going on with Sean Abiyev? I thought he would have
Sean
gotten more.
Abayev?
Abayev. I thought he would have gotten more
Yeah.
run at Cincinnati.
Has he not? I thought he was starting.
Or at
I
least
guess
like
I haven't paid too close attention to him, so maybe we're wrong about Baba Miller, but yeah. No, Sean's averaging 12 a game.
yeah,
Yeah.
no, but like what? He's playing 25 a night?
23 right now?
Yeah. I just thought he would have gotten more run.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like
No,
just
that's
more.
still like solid amount for a freshman, but yeah.
Oh, okay.
I get what you're saying.
Man, I'm just not an Xavier Lee fan.
Yeah, he's not looking draftable right now.
Holy crap.
Yeah,
I didn't know it was that bad.
Yeah,
Is Florida that bad?
Their guards have just been that bad lately. Yeah.
Damn, Xavier Lee makes Boogie Flan's number look good.
I know.
That's awful.
Hasn't been
That's awful.
a little downgrade at the backcourt spot after,
I'm going KJ Lewis right here.
You going KJ? Okay.
And the second, yeah. 58th pick. I feel like that's a good range.
Why not?
Cam Williams?
Why not?
I think he's going to stay another year, Cam.
Cam Williams?
Yeah.
Right now, it certainly looks that way.
Jaden Bradley?
Jaden Bradley's a possibility.
Solo ball.
I'm not convinced he comes out, but
the senior.
The guy who's intriguing. Oh no, not Jaden Bradley. I'm talking about somebody else. Magoon Guaf.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I do like Magoon Guaf.
Yeah. Just with his ability to stretch and kind of like a less explosive Chris Boucher.
Oh,
you're going Jaden? Nice.
I went Jaden Bradley, yeah. I just think at the end of the second, it's always senior guards.
He's been good.
But I feel like pretty solid. We projected some guys. I like the Cam Carr, the Hans Steinbach.
We didn't have to switch anybody.
Which is rare.
Yeah. So, yeah, that was cool.
Yeah, that felt good. I'm actually like, I felt like.
The guy I wanted to shout out, who I know Draft Twitter has been bringing up lately, is Tyler Tanner. And at least somebody to keep an eye on because he had pretty pedestrian numbers as a freshman, playing like almost 20 minutes a game. And Vanderbilt, like their schedule hasn't been, jam-packed so far. But this guy's averaging 16, 4.3 assists to only 1.4 turnovers. And he's shooting 50% from three, making 2 attempts per game. So,
that's crazy.
Just wanted to shout him out. And my computer is almost dead. But, man.
Thank you for
watching,
fun, everyone.
Man.
Go check out Mikey V. Tell us what's up with you and where they can find you.
NBA Draft Mikey V on Twitter. Michael Visenberg. I am pretty easy to find. Cyro, once again, namaste. Thank you for having me.
Anytime, buddy. That's such a good bit.